Hi. Okay. Good morning, everyone. Nobody yet from the in-person event is in the room, so I'm speaking to an empty room as people start coming in. Thank you for joining us here at the 5th annual Smart Mobility investor event organized by Eoniq.fund, which is the early stage venture capital fund that I'm managing partner of, and the Connected Mobility Hub, which is an association, non-profit association focused on fomenting and promoting the smart mobility startup ecosystem within Europe. Also, a quick mention to Moven, which you can see at the bottom of the screen. Sorry, you should be seeing, you're not seeing the screen. ¿Podéis poner la presentación? Angie? Sorry, problems of in-person. Aquí está. Ok. Si lo puede poner pantalla completa. Okay, and just to mention Moven, which is Moven, which is the technological consultancy set up by Sergio, who was the other co-founder in the Smart Mobility Connected Mobility Hub, which is just here, that focuses on open innovation, and we'll talk about that in a little bit. So let me just go to the second screen. Okay, so first of all, before we start, huge thanks to both Pro Malaga and Acciona, who have been supporting us for the last few years. We have Isabel here from Pro Malaga. Wave, you can come up and say hello very quickly, and then I'll continue.
Hello, good morning, everybody. Welcome to Malaga. We are very happy to hold this event here in the city of Malaga. It does represent very much the spirit of the city, which is connecting people, networking, bringing talent to the city, and putting together with the local talent. So I hope that this session will be very productive for all of you. Thank you, and I hope you have some time to discover our city. Thank you, Tom, for organizing this event, and all the team. You are doing a great job here. Thank you.
Thank you, Isabel. I often say to her, she's my favorite civil servant in the world. Which incredible job she does, and as I say, they've been supporting us. This is now the third of the 5 events that we've done in person, and the third one that we've done in Malaga. And then Acciona, right now there's nobody in the room from Acciona, but they've also been supporting us for the last 3-4 years. Obviously, Acciona is a very well-known company, and they have a strong foothold in mobility. Okay, so going on to some logistics, this is the team for today. Now, we really do try to make this as productive and useful for everyone as possible. So if any of the investors are interested, or any of the startups are interested in being introduced to any of the other investors or startups, please, and you can't find them, please get in touch. The same goes for those of you that are online. If you'd like an introduction to any of the startups, we'll happily help out in that respect. So obviously you can find them online on LinkedIn, but if you were to be interested in us making an introduction, there we are. So in terms of the people, so you can see who they are, well, a lot of you have seen Andrea. Can you just come in so they can see who you are? Andrea, can you just come in and say? So this is Andrea. So if you, very good. Angie, that's here at the back, and then Sergio that's here in the middle. Now, I do think that as well as a round of applause, we should do 3 cheers for Andrea and Angie, which those of us that are British have had a lot of practice doing in the last 7 days or last 11 days. But that's probably better after we've had a couple of glasses of wine during the dinner. So anyway, in terms of the event itself, so we've just done the breakfast. Those of you that are online, you've missed it. Make sure that you're here next year. Now, I'm going to try to keep myself to 15 minutes. I always speak too much, so I hope that I do. And then we'll start with the pitches. So actually, we start off with, this order's not quite right. We start off from memory with shared mobility. Then we go to logistics, then connected car, then electric mobility, and then smart cities. But it's in the dossier. You have a link to the dossier that Angie sent you, those of you that signed up to the event. And there's a QR code here on the doors if you haven't got it with you, so that you can download the dossier. You've got all the one pages in there, and you've got the list of all the startups and when they'll be presenting. So after we do that, we do a very quick break, and then we jump into the one-to-one sessions. Now, the one-to-one sessions are a bit of a nightmare to organize. They always come off okay in the end, but it's a nightmare, particularly for Andrea and Angie that organize it. So what you need to do, each of the startups have a table at the back. Just write down there's a little list there of times. Write down on the list which startups you want to meet at what time, and then both they and you have that quick agenda, and then Andrea and Angie will be running around like headless chickens, making sure that you're sitting at the right desk at the right time. Then we go off for lunch, and then at 4 o'clock we say goodbye to the startups and the investors. We all come down here, and we just basically stand around, and each one presents the fund, or if they're a private investor, their investment thesis very quickly, their tickets, maybe some of the startups they have in portfolio. The idea is to try to foment synergies between their portfolio companies, and obviously in terms of co-investment opportunities, collective intelligence in terms of decisions and deal flow and all the rest of it. Then we'll break, and then we're back at 9 o'clock for dinner, which again, the address is in the dossier. If you're lost, Andrea, Angie, or Sergio or myself. Okay, so just to talk very quickly about the hub itself. This is something that Sergio and I set up in 2015. It's a non-profit association to support the smart mobility startup ecosystem. We do this in 4 ways. One is in terms of visibility. So we help a number of sort of mobility events organize their innovation sections, you could say, by bringing startups to present at the events. In terms of community, that's probably the most important. So we try to promote a communication and mutual support between the startups themselves, information sharing, all the rest of it. Investment, which is obviously this is the main thing that we do in the year, but we do a number of webinars during the year, and we do have an online system that nobody really uses, where all the deal flow is uploaded. One day people will start using it. And I think this is a common problem across the ecosystem. And then the third one is innovation, is open innovation. So in terms of investment, it's really myself that runs that part, most specifically through Eoniq.fund, and Sergio that does the open innovation part through Momovin. So anyway, we have these 5 sub-verticals, which are the 5 sub-verticals that are presenting today. These aren't all the startups that are in the hub. I think there are 145 that are currently associated members of the hub. But there's a number of startups. There's a higher proportion of startups from Spain than other countries, but they do come from all across Europe. That's the idea. In terms of investment, these are actually the logos from last year. A load of you here, a load of you looking at the table are still to turn up to the day-to-day event. And as I say, there's about 100 investors currently online watching the streaming, or will be watching the streaming in a recording later on. Open innovation, as I say, this is the part that Sergio runs, where we work a lot with corporates and with cities, but particularly these days with cities because of the new regulations that are coming out of low emission zones, et cetera, et cetera. In terms of availability, as I mentioned, we work with a load of events. Well, these are some of the mobility events that we've worked with in the past. And then a quick and very shameless plug for Eoniq, which is the fund that I'm running. We are still fundraising until the 30th of September. We make our final closing. I know a number of you are probably thinking I'm more pesado, more annoying than most, because I've been on and on about this, and a load of you are online as well. Well, basically, we're an early stage fund. Very much with a focus on follow-on. We try to add value to the startups. Sometimes we'll do it better, sometimes we'll do it worse. But one of the ways we can add value is in terms of doing follow-on investment. And obviously, because we're very hands-on investors, we have a pretty good idea of what's happening within the startup. So follow-on investment should be made with a far greater base of knowledge than the initial investments. We do have a preference for startups outside of Barcelona and Madrid. Out of the first 13 investments we've done, 5 have been in Andalucía, 3 have been in Valencia, 1 of them's been in Baleares, and I think it's 4 that have been from Madrid. And we are sector agnostic, but as we're focused on adding value, there are certain sectors where we can add most value, and smart mobility and logistics, well, is obvious, and the other ones are because things that we've learned from either being quite active investors in those sectors, or because of what we did as entrepreneurs previously. Why invest? We do have a deep professional network and a quite strong track record. According to the European Investment Fund, we're in the top 10% of results worldwide. You will be supporting brilliant founders creating the companies of the future. As I say, we're very focused on early stage with follow-on. We have solid connections with VCs, larger VCs across Europe. In fact, we see this very much as a relay race. There's a moment at which I've set up 3 companies that have reached about 10 million euros, some a little bit more, some a little bit less, about 10 million euros of invoicing, and about 40, 50 staff outside of Madrid and Barcelona, always in Spain. And so I understand how that works. What we don't know so well is how to take a company from 50 staff up to 1,000. But there are a lot of very professional investors that can support in that, and that's where I see the relay race sort of happening. I would hazard to say that we are the go-to early stage investors from outside Madrid and Barcelona, at least on a national level, and most certainly in Andalucía. We do share our deal flow with our investors. We do this on a monthly basis, both those that we invest in and those that we don't invest in, but we think are good companies. And there is no equalization fee to pay up to the 30th of September. From then, it would be more expensive to do the same thing. Anyway, with that was my shameless plug. I apologize for that, but you have to take every advantage that you can. These are the contact details of the 3 of us: Angie for the hub, Sergio for Mobergy, and myself for Eoniq. And with that, we jump to the startups themselves, and I'm 1 minute ahead of schedule, so I've done it right. So I would, if you could jump to the slide. The first one is EOS connectivity. Okay, here we go. So we jump very quickly through them. I'm not going to give any intro. I literally come up, stop them at 5 minutes, and say the name of the next startup. If you could make sure the next startup that you're round here for when the previous one finishes, and then we sort of jump into the pitches. Okay, so Jordi, it's all yours, and I'll disappear off. I'll be back in 5 minutes.
Thank you, Tom. So every sharing project have different type. Could be a corporate sharing, public. Could be an entrepreneur that want to do a mobility project, but all needs a vehicle, electric vehicle connected. So this do that the OEMs needs to create the technology to connect their vehicle to the cloud. And normally they are not expert in these solutions. And on the other hand, the customer of these mobility projects have a lot of time to market to get these projects in working. Normally, they only have one vehicle, so they are binned in this vehicle, in these projects, and there is not a company that they provide information about how to operate. So what is the effect of that? So projects less than 1,000 of monthly revenue is not interested. There are a lot of time to market for the projects. And the most important part, mobility projects are not repetitable. Everything is a project, so there is a lot of pain. So the small, medium business lose the interest. There is not the possibility of a small mobility operator grow, and normally sometimes you can go in the public offer for time. So our solution is a complete solution with electronic, a catalog of vehicles connected and the connectivity done, and a middleware and an API with a dashboard. Everything is done, everything is tested, and it's in production. And the idea is to streamline this, the connectivity of the vehicle to another platform. So this solution is trusted by different customers. We have customers in the sharing operations with like Cultra and B-Rider. We have one of the best, the most important fleet in Spain, that is Correos. We have another type of fleets like bicycles and kick scooter in Dublin with Blipper. And we are in the 80 urban mobility track. So it's possible that we can search an investment with them. So this is a market grown every day, we know. So, and the sum could be 1 million of vehicles connected in 2025, could be more. And we want to try. We want 1,040 vehicles in our platform. Now we have 7,000. And our focus to ground is go to SMB market to create more market, that this is a big market to complete. Our competitors are big companies that they have different rounds, and now they are very good profitable. They have revenue, monthly revenue. Inverse is our main competitor. We have less cost, and we are getting customers from them. And the idea is try to see a particle in Europe. So what is our business model? We have a monthly revenue with active vehicles. We have a one-time fee with hardware. And if possible, we can share revenue in some projects with different platforms. And also a referral with OEMs that we have deals. How do we go to market? Basically, we do a business proposal pilot, and then when the pilot is okay, we scale with more vehicles. The idea is everything is streamlined. So our financial in 2020, we start with 7K monthly revenue, and the idea at the end of this year is 22, 25. And in this last quarter, we have 2 new verticals. One is the last mile cargo. We want to do the electronics for them. And also a dock station company that they want to do the electronics system and the middleware with them. What is the idea of financial projections? So we want to have a seed series with us, because we want to go to ANISA and later a series A. And the idea is triplicate next year the monthly revenue and duplicate or triplicate 2024 and try to get the numbers in 2025, that is 7 million of IRR. So this is our track. We have a lot of partnerships with Eccocar. This is the Catalonian Research Center that we can do European projects with them. We have the urban mobility. We are in the track of 5G technology. And we also have deal with Correos for be a startup provider for connectivity. So we are looking for 2,000K with evaluation of 1,080,000. And so we invest together, me and my co-founder Miguel, 45 cash in our budget. And the money is basically to improve the product, to streamline more, everything automatically, and start to sell. This is our team, and we are EOS Connectivity. Thanks, Tom. Thanks, everything.
Thank you very much. One thing that I should have mentioned, and I forgot to, is that in each vertical, so each of the sub-verticals, we start from the lowest figure round up to the highest figure round. So EOS is the lowest figure round within this particular vertical, and now we go to the highest. So the next one is actually Flit to Go. There we go. It's not. It wasn't Wise Mobility. So here we go. Pablo.
Thank you, Tom, and thank you to all the Hub for this invitation. My name is Pablo Casán. I'm going to introduce you to Flit to Go. I think that everyone here in this forum and also in the internet, the web session, knows that currently the new mobility is a connected, a multimodal, and a service mobility. We came from a very traditional sector where the car dealers, the OEMs, and the traditional rental cars were the main characters of this industry. But nowadays, things have changed. And now there is a lot of more companies that are inside these mobility services. In this case, the new cage of the car dealers, also the digital rental cars, and another type of services, mobility services like subscription, micro-mobility, and sharing services are now the most common in the market. And all these companies, all these stakeholders need technology, need tools to digitalize and to manage their companies, their processes efficiently. And this is why Flit2Go came in 2018 like a SaaS B2B, or customers or our companies, mobility companies. And currently, Flit2Go is the only company that provides with internal developed product solutions for the all mobility services companies. And the market, all these companies I mentioned, well, in the first stage, there is the niche of the small niche of the sharing. The big part of the market is covered by the short-term rental, and also there is the mid-term and long-term rental. These are the customers where we are focused on. And the solution of Flit2Go is a sort of tools. The main tool is the back office, which is connected to the operations app, also the user app, and the web booking engine, where we put like a iframe, a plugin inside the website of our customers, very typical in the digital rental cars. And all this technology has a lot of functionality, has a lot of features, but the main characteristic is this: it's modular, can be integrated in any external IT system, and is completely scalable in terms of product and in terms of business. Of course, the connectivity for us is a commodity, and we integrate all kinds of devices with all the features inside our platform. With all this technology, our customers reduce cost, improve the productivity, and increase their profits. Some of the customers we have, in this case of sharing, this is some examples of customers we have in sharing, but also we have in rental, in renting, or in vehicle financing. There are different customers. Also, we have vehicle manufacturers, OEMs, who we provide them some connectivity and some specific tools. And the automotive industry, the automotive dealers. We have lots of customers in this part of the market, other very important customers. And I would like to highlight that currently, Flit2Go, we are leaders in mobility software for the Spanish automotive car dealer industry. Currently, we have the solutions that fits better for this part of the market. And this is some of the feedback from our customers that for all the team provide us daily a lot of energy to keep rocking. The metrics indicators shows a clear trend of increase. And from the last year, we increased 2 times the customer acquisition and 3 times the number of vehicles that we are managing with our platform. And the forecast for the next year is that we will increase 9 times the user acquisition, 5 times all the billing management from our customers, and 4 times the number of vehicles that will be integrated with all the solution we provide. Well, this is the founder team. We came from the automotive industry and from the IT development. This is our strength, mainly strength, but the best is here. This is our dream team. We have organized all the company in four departments under the founders. All the governance of the company is with a quality system very robust to provide the quality to the product, with agile methodologies and with the values of transparency, commitment, and always customer oriented. And here we are talking about investment. And currently, Free2Go, we are open for a round of 700K in order to improve the departments of sales, marketing, and customer service, to expand the solutions to the Latin America and the Europe. And thank you very much. That's all. I invite you for it.
Thank you. Sorry for being so abrupt, cutting people off. Next one's the good seat. Yeah, there we go. All right. Thank you. How is it working? Like that? Like that? Okay. Okay, thank you. Here you go.
Hi everyone, I'm Alex Hayem, the CEO of The Good Seat. Our mission, to bring the taxi industry into tomorrow's world. So, imagine you are the CEO of Uber. The success of your business depends on 2 key factors, getting drivers and getting passengers. But getting passengers is extremely expensive with high acquisition costs. Fortunately, there are some platforms that already reach huge volumes of users and that would have of interest to offer them taxi offers. They just lack a bridge to make it happen. And The Good Seat is that bridge. At The Good Seat, we have created the only SaaS solution to access the best ride-hailing and taxi offers. Through both our white label solution for our customers' user and our B2B solution for our customers' employee, we bring new rides to our taxi partners in a very cheap and efficient way. And that's why in the next 4 minutes, I will tell you how The Good Seat is a key player to build tomorrow's mobility. So first of all, we have a diversified and complementary team. We come from the top European engineers and business schools, and we have different backgrounds. Mark, our COO, has notably launched Bolt in France and managed their operation in Paris. Second, we have an amazing team of shareholders. We can notably count on the support of Jan Albrecht, the former CEO of Star Alliance, or Eric Meunier, the head of ancillaries of Emirates. So The Good Seat elevates the mobility industry to fulfill customer demand for 3 different types of industries. For larger, yeah, it's a PDF. Okay, sorry. We will do without it. So first, for large accounts, they need an easy solution to move their collaborators, to manage their expenses, and to track their carbon emissions. Then you have the mobility players. They need an easy solution to get the most popular offers, to be able to constantly adapt their portfolio, and 3, to be able to expand quickly. And then you have the travel players. They need an easy solution to cope with the last and first mile challenges, to add new innovative services, and to generate new ancillaries revenues. And they all have common needs. The common need is to get data integration with as low resources as possible and to offer service for new customers' expectation for a non-core service. And the common solution is to make mass thanks to The Good Seat taxi aggregation solution. I know, but it's a PDF. So we are the only one in the world able to offer the best ride-hailing and taxi offers that really make a difference, like Uber, Bolt, FreeNow, or Yandex Taxi. Thanks to our 25 taxi partners around the world, we access a 5 million driver network and cover more than 100 countries around the world. We power a unique taxi comparators that supports all the booking process, including orders and payment. And we also have zero emissions offer and accessible offers to favor sustainable and inclusive mobility. So how do the players benefit from our solution? So it's simple. For mobility players, we offer them a single point of contact for all their taxi vertical and the way to easily adapt and to get a comprehensive portfolio with very accurate data. For travel players, they get a single partner to manage all the taxi rides, to add new innovative services on their business, to cope with the first and last mile challenges, and to generate new ancillaries revenues. And for large accounts, they get a single partner for all their taxi rides, the possibility to manage their expense really easily, notably through our monthly payment option, and also a 30% reduction on their mobility budget. So this is really great for all of them. And we already have our first customers in each industry, like Iwaren in Ivory Coast, Flecha Maria in Mexico, WIM in Finland, or Aramisauto in France. So to make money, we have two revenue streams. One is a SaaS model. Okay, so we gain 1,000 euros per month and per customer so they can access our solution. Second, we gain a commission on each ride we generate that represents an average 1.75 euros per ride. So we are after a $17 billion market opportunity only in Europe and still growing. Indeed, it will keep growing with a 6 to 8% CAGR until 2026. So the last year has been marked with many achievements for us. Indeed, while we were still glued into the pandemic in July 2021, we have been able to accelerate since last January. In last July, we have made 17,000 euros of revenues and have generated 17 rides to date. In July 2023, we plan to make 30,000 euros of MRR and to generate more than 80,000 rides. But to make all of that happen, we need you. And that's why we raised 1 million euros with 10% already secured. And this money will be used to hire tech talents and business talents, as well as taking our go-to-market up to the next level. So thank you very much, and I will be really happy to build the future of mobility with you.
Thank you very much. So next one's HoopCarpool. If you could stand here when the last, no, that's okay. If you could stand here when the next one starts, then we'll be quicker. As I think the only lady will let you off completely.
Thanks, Tom. All right. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the future of mobility that, as we can all guess, will be autonomous and shared. My name is Paloma Martín, and I'm here to tell you how are we going to lead this transformation with our corporate carpooling solution. How many of you have you ever felt that you lived far away from where you worked or where you studied? Companies and universities have a lack of long-way mobility alternatives nowadays. After COVID, conciliation is a must. Fleet and shuttles are way expensive solutions. Our integral mobility plans will be compulsory for companies before 2024, so everybody can achieve the SGT's goals. So that's what we have, the perfect solution market fit for this problem. We offer a car occupancy optimization service through our carpooling platform, so companies can optimize the vehicles. No more vehicles, no more infrastructure, no more resources. Let's just optimize the vehicles that are already circulating. Isn't that what circular economy is about, right? Of course, our crown jewel is our mobile app, but we go way farther than that with also getting into parking integration, full Marcom strategy, and impact dashboard reporting. All the service for what companies pay as an average annual fee of 6,000 euros. Of course, we can build the market in so many ways. Here I leave you one, but I just want you to imagine how many empty seats in cars are circulating in every city in the world daily. That is the impact we could achieve together. From all those markets, we already have our first 40 big agreements in the past year. I have to say that after COVID, we have totally experienced a change mindset, and we have been growing since September 2021 to actually achieve our 16,000 MRR, and almost 20,000 rights have been shared. Of course, we are not alone in the market. That will be a very bad signal. We have big players all around the world. Some of them have already raised around 100 million euros. And where can you find us? At the top of the B2B plug-and-play solution. In order to fight the market, we have the best active ever, which is our 17 people team from 9 different nationalities, and 4 co-founders that are leading each strategic area, one of each: marketing, sales, technology, and finance. I have to say, as an anecdote, that we have lived together for 1.5 years in the same flat doing an acceleration program, so we are way more than co-founders. And also, as a part of our team, all these sources of growth, there are collaboration agreements we are doing with the biggest players in the ecosystem. And since we want to be the global company that lead the transition from private vehicle usage to shared autonomous cars, we are raising 1 million euros in order to expand our business to LATAM, more specifically Mexico and Colombia, where we already closed 4 agreements in the past 8 weeks. And in order to achieve the most important thing, profitability, and reach almost 600,000 euros by month 24th of the investment round runway. I invite you to later on deep dive into our biggest supports and stakeholders, which I have to say have been really smart money for us. And here I lead you with this QR in order to open a WhatsApp conversation with me for any doubts. Thank you so much.
Brilliant and on time. And now we've got OffUgo, Loris from OffUgo.
Hi, everyone. Thank you for being here. My name is Loris, and I'm here to tell you about OffUgo. So when people go on holiday, in general, it's to go to the beach, to go for lunch, dinner outside, meet some friends, do some outdoor activities, right? The summary is that we move, and we move a lot. Okay, so when my partner and I, we decided to create a company, we said, where is a huge opportunity? And the mobility sector seemed like one. So we looked closer, and this is what we found. The industry is kind of divided in 3 segments: micromobility, traditional holiday car rental, and long-term rentals. And what's interesting is the long-term rentals, and especially the micromobility segment, they've been completely revolutionized by technology. But the more traditional holiday car rental hasn't. So we said, okay, let's become a digital car rental. And then we had to decide, where do we launch? We can go to cities, where we'll have a constant demand, but we'll face a lot of competition from product alternatives, or we can go to touristic locations, where there will be less competition, but we'll have to face seasonality. And we went to Mallorca. When we went to Mallorca, we found long queues, unending contracts, deposits, upsells, hidden fees, no customer service. And you don't have to take our word for it. The average NPS score of a car rental company in Europe is -7. You don't have to understand what an NPS score is to know that the number is bad. So we're like, great, this is a perfect opportunity for a new product. And that's why we created OffUgo, a fully digital service which include full insurance, 24/7 assistance, 100% transparency. But how do we bring it down to earth? Very simple. You book online. A few days before your booking, you receive all the information via WhatsApp. When you arrive in your destination, we guide you to your car. You sign the pickup agreement, and that's it. The car opens automatically, and happy holidays. And so far, we must be doing something right, because with more than 800 reviews, we're still rated 5 stars on Google. So how did we launch the product? Last year, we wanted to prove that people wanted to use our product. And the feedback was amazing. So we said, okay, we found the product market fit. And this year we said, okay, we want to prove two things. First, we can scale. How? By opening one location without a single employee on site. And in the end, we didn't open one location, we opened 3 new locations. And the location of Mallorca, we removed all the employees to run the 4 locations fully remotely. To make it a bit harder for ourselves, we also went from 72 cars last year to 600 cars this year. And the second objective was to go between 1.5 and 2 million in sales this year. At the end of August, we closed 1.8 million, and we expect to reach 2 million by the end of this year. And how it works behind the curtain? Simple. We get the cars from big exporters in Spain. We install a device inside the cars, and we have a layer of software in the middle that allows us to control the car. We rent the cars, and we get to 26% gross margin on every rental. We didn't build the product by ourselves. We have a team of 11 people helping us every day. And we also have an amazing team of investors. So far, we've raised 1.4 million, and we currently opened a round of 3 million. So if you're interested, just let me know, and I'll be happy to give more information. And I leave you with the 4 important points of this year. We're going to reach 2 million in sales. We've served more than 7,000 bookings without any contact with clients. We make a 20% gross margin on every booking. And after 800 reviews on Google, we still rated 5 stars out of 5. Thank you for your time.
Thank you very much, Loris. Next one's Jose Maria from Celering. Jose Maria was down with flu 2 days ago, so congratulations on him.
Not COVID, thanks God.
No, not COVID.
Yeah, thank you. I think this is the pre-last one. So yes, good morning, everyone. Thank you. First of all, thank you, Tom and Angie and the whole team for organizing this event. So my name is Jose Maria. I'm the CEO of Celering. Celering is a technology-based startup headquartered in Madrid. We are working on developing on deep tech to unlock the full potential of on-demand shared mobility. We currently have 2 platforms, very basic platforms, with which we operate services, transport services in the country, in different parts of Spain. We started providing this service last year, by the end of last year, with the first 500,000 contract. Today, almost 12 months later, we have service contracts for 3.5 million euros. So, well, just goes in the wrong direction. So why on-demand shared mobility? 3 drivers: energy crisis, climate change, and human migration towards city. In this scenario, on-demand shared mobility stands out as one of the best solutions to improve mobility in urban and rural environments. It reduces costs, emissions, traveling time, while drastically increasing accessibility and public transport use. The 2 platforms that we currently have, platform 1 and 2, we work closely with partners that provide us with vehicles and drivers. And depending on how techy the partner is, we use platform 1 or 2, either 1 or 2. And platform 3 is a current platform that we are developing. That platform can operate in different configuration schemes, like a free float, where we have smaller vehicles up to 9 paxes, floating in a mesh of virtual stops, picking up and dropping off people. And on the opposite side, we have the virtual line. We have larger vehicles operating in a more traditional way, and very typical for first and last mile implementations, the one-to-many and many-to-one configuration. We can, regarding the pickups and drop-offs, we operate either in curb-to-curb, door-to-door, or even stop-to-stop scheme. Vehicle sizes, we can operate with all sizes. And regarding the type of use or user, We can operate on an individualized service, on a shared service, on a PRM service request, or even on a peer-to-peer operation. Scalability, resiliency, cost, and improved future evolution are the main goals that we've had to drive our decisions towards the technologies that we use in the platform development. And 5 are the main players that we develop the front ends for, the ones indicated here. Some key elements of the platform, we use AI to improve or to drive or to route the vehicles in real time. We also have users with multiple profiles and the operation restrictions at user or group level, among others. The markets we operate currently, especially paratransit, and we will start shortly in the corporate sector. The different markets we operate, we provide a solution depending on the customer and the need of that customer, the best solution suitable for that need, and with the appropriate configuration. To analyze our current traction, we split in public contracting process and private contracting process. We have currently activity, especially in the public contracting sector, where we have different clients. In the private contracting process, we decided to stop commercializing the platform like by the end of last year, because it required to have the platform fully developed. But we have a wide experience in that sector. Total market size, in the short mid-run, we estimate a market potential here in Spain of roughly 40 million euros. We have raised so far 1.3 million euros, and we are currently raising 1 million euro, out of which we have already 50% committed from our current funder. It's a Spanish family office. This funding will provide us with 1.5 years of runway and some financial figures, and the team so far 16 people plus 5 external. Thank you.
Thank you very much, José María. We now jump to Grupo next in connected mobility, and here's Javier.
Good morning. My name is Javier Goikoetxea. I'm the CEO and founder of Grupo Next. I'm going to present you, hopefully, yes, our mobility platform or connected car platform. What is a connected car? The connected car is the ability of being connected with the infrastructure. We always talk about the connected car, but the most important thing in terms of being connected is to have the ability of being connected with the infrastructure, with the emergency services, with the police, even with the garage, with the workshop, and so on. So from our perspective, the reason of using a connected car is if we are able to create good services for the end user. This is with an APP. So if we create good services for the end user, we have a space of doing something in this field, in this ecosystem. And the connected car is the step before of going to the autonomous car. This is the last chance, in my opinion, of getting information and knowing what is going to happen in this industry that is going to be a big change in the following 10 years. So from this perspective, we have created, as commented, services. We create services for the end user. The reason of using a connected car is none. It's all of them and none of them. We create services for the end users. That is the reason of using, and this is the reason of creating data. So thanks to the use of the system, we collect data from the cars. And thanks to the cars, thanks to those data, we can get information. And we can infer more information, and we can have more information about the driver and around about the roads and what is happening on the traffic, for instance. One of the services that we have is you can have over there, but I would like to share you one of the new services that we are recently launched, that is the on-street parking. On street parking means that if your car is connected and if you park in a restricted area of every single city around Spain, the car is going to take the ticket by you without any human intervention, and the car stops directly the ticket without any human intervention again. So this is thanks of having the car connected. Thanks to this, we are able to get a lot of information around what is happening in the full process. This is the good news, is that we are not only in the space of the aftermarket, including a device, we are also in the new market with the PRI processes and technology. We collect that information, we normalize that information, and we can convert that information into value services. Our differences are that we are no focus on the hardware, we are focused on the software. We are both in new and former cars. We use a lot of technology, machine learning processes to get more information about the driver, the patterns, their intentions. We know, for instance, what is going to happen tomorrow with our database. We have already 30,000 cars connected into the database, and we know what is going to happen tomorrow thanks to all of those data. Our business model, very simple. SaaS is 90% of our incomes comes from SaaS. We sell our product or platform to the telco industry, to the insurance industry, to the OEM industry, and to some large companies. A small revenues comes from the transaction. Imagine that you have to change your tires, and we put in contact with the garage, and for doing this matching, we get some small commission. This is the team. We have been working together for the last 20 years in the smart mobility, creating 3 companies in total, and this is part of our board of directors and investor as well. In terms of our revenues, we are doing an MR of 36Ks, and the good thing is that we are a bit positive, and we hope to have in the following years the evolution of from 1 customer to 2, 6, 10, 15. This is the reason of increasing. We are looking for 800,000 euros just to continue developing the program, to grow in the team, to pay better salaries, to be honest, and all in all, to do the international expansion and to create more predictive improvement data models. And that's all.
Brilliantly timed. Now, next one we have Eccocar. Here he is.
You probably already know from OffUgo's presentation that the NPS score of car rentals as of today is very low compared to other industries. What's an NPS? Is basically Net Promoter Score. Is how likely are you to recommend our business to friends and family? So something actually to be improved. And I don't actually wonder why. So you probably all suffer this kind of experience. Get into airports, wait for vehicles, when technology nowadays can actually give you so much more. So 99.9% of vehicles in the car rental industry are not digitalized. You cannot access them actually with the smartphone. And you actually have to wait in queues in order for this to happen. Eccocar comes in place in order to digitalize and help the rent-a-car industry give a better experience for their customers in different ways. So we give white label technology for them in order for their users to see, book, pay, and even access the vehicles digitally, so they don't actually have to wait in queues. You can actually have also the digital onboarding, so users can also upload driver's license, IDs, credit cards, etc., to do the whole process seamless. Probably the rent-a-car guys who are back there and would say, but we are sacrificing upselling here. So we are not selling insurances, we are not selling child seats in the corner. We can also give you a layer of software and a part of the software that can also give you the ability to upsell. We also give you the tools in order to reach operational excellence, giving you this layer of personalization that you need. So you define your KPIs, we work with you so that you understand how your service is working and where your service is going, so we can actually work with you. And at the same time, we also keep the flow of customers coming from TMCs, OTAs, and so on and so forth. So in a nutshell, we improve customer experience of the rent-a-car business, reducing operational costs, skip the counter, keyless technology. We also improve customer journey and satisfaction without sacrificing the upselling. And at the same time, we keep the leads flowing, which is also very important for this industry. Several customers that are already working with us in different industries, different verticals. Business model is a fee per car per month, but we are also adding revenue share from the OTAs. And addressable market is up to 11 billion a year, thanks to all these 13 million cars that are not digitalized as of today. We're closing 1.6 million round with 500K still open in order to keep working on the traditional market and position ourselves in strategic ones. Last but not least, the team of entrepreneurs who have left interesting careers in order to change the way mobility works. My name is Fernando Martín. I'm one of the founders of Eccocar, and if you want to join us as an investor and start accelerating the world's transition towards sustainable mobility, please give me a call. Thank you very much.
Next one's Mobergy. Here's Tomás, who will talk us through it. This is the only one from Andalusia, so it deserves a special applause at the end.
Thank you very much, Tom, and all the team, and good luck also to the pictures made. My name is Tomás Poveda. I'm co-founder of Mobergy. We are two co-founders with extensively experience in the automotive industry. My partner and the CEO, Manuel Rosales, has more than a decade working at BMW and Volkswagen Audi here in Andalusia. And myself, I work at General Electric for a couple of years, and that has helped us to build up this project. Mobergy, our motto is sustainable energy to move you. We are basically a technology company that aims to generate trust and facilitate the user the transition to the vehicle, to electric mobility, the electric vehicle, and guaranteeing cost saving. This is very important in these times, and greater energy efficiency and independence. All this controlled by a smart digital platform that allows automatic control of the configured ecosystem. We are focused on two targets, families in the B2C market and companies in the B2B. Why? Because of the energy costs that are increasing, and this will not change, of course, in the coming months, even years. The mobility cost, and also there is the distrust in the electric vehicle. There's no understanding or not trust in this industry, which is also booming at the same time, which is paradoxical. And of course, the confused market, the electric vehicle and the energy markets. So we want either families and companies to better understand their energy bill and to understand how through electric mobility they can achieve independence, they can achieve savings, and also to have a control in those important costs for families and companies. We offer an integral solution, an ecosystem in a single supplier. This is very important. We don't have fixed assets. So we provide renting electric vehicle solutions with partners. This is very important. We have as a partner Alphabet, which is the renting of BMW Group. In the recharge point, as a partner, we have a Wallbox. In the energy, in the PV systems, we have many partners. This is already a commodity. And in the smart storage, we have an important Spanish company, Ampere, with extensive experience in this arena. What we do is a personalized consultancy through an AI platform. So the user introduces their data in our platform, and it will give the user the results with the cost of their combustion vehicle versus the electric vehicle, and that will give to the user a result. So there's no human intervention in that from that side. And then there is an ecosystem management in a single app, in a single app. And what also we offer is a single monthly renting quote. So the users can control their costs, in some cases quite important. And as upselling, we have these different subscription models. What do we guarantee to the users? Either families, individuals, or companies maximize and guaranteeing cost savings, generate confidence about the benefit of electric mobility, and empower consumer in the control of their energy consumption. Regarding the business model, here you can see our future app, integrating ecosystem in a smart platform. If a user just wants mobility, you can see the savings and the solutions through electric vehicle and the recharge point. If they want to continue the path through energy independence and savings, they can have PV, photovoltaic energy through in the Pro solution, and also the end of the path is the storage, the smart storage. We also have a scalable operating model. We are already having requirements to operate in other countries. And the milestones, very important. We just were funded last September. We already were launched this in Q1 2022 this year, and we already are having some results. We have important partners, as you can see. We are starting to have some leads. We have been granted with a consulting project with European Investment Fund of up to 1,000 electric vehicles. And we've been also been granted with a subsidy from the Next Generations of 1.2 million euros. And going forward, we have also achieved other goals. We are seeking a first round of 500,000 euros to start growing the company. So thank you very much.
Cheers. And the next one's Spiny, who's bringing his bicycle up on stage. Very good.
Thank you. Well, my name is Cocchiarella. I'm one of the co-founders of Spiny. A few years ago, we have been talking with my co-founder, Maximiliano, that we want to go to work with our bikes, but we don't to get treated to work. So we start analyzing how to go there with an e-bike, and we find that e-bikes are really expensive, really expensive. They are too heavy. You have no places where to park your bike. You have no places where to recharge it. And converting a traditional bike into an e-bike, it's really difficult. And also the maintenance. So we decided to design some device for people who goes to commute, a device who could be lightweight, portable, and just a plug-and-play solutions, of course, and opposed to other systems. Okay, so now I'm going to show you how it works. You can take it from your backpack. You don't need to just turn it on. put it in your bike, and you only need to start pedaling, and that's all. That's all what you have to do. When we started the project, we do some sales. We had some differentiation from the competition, of course. They are good companies, of course, but we know that we have that plug-and-play solution that you can see there, really portable, universal, and a really good price. How do we monetize that? Of course, we go to the B2B business with some special retailers and distributors. They can't jump now into the business because they can't do this because they don't have the skills. So we are solving them how to go to that business because they want to jump, but they can't until now. And it's a great market. We have 3 trends. One of them is the market that it's growing a lot. E-bikes are growing more than normal bikes here in Europe. The social trends is the second trend. People are using more and more bikes. And we have also the government developing cities for people, not for cars. And the last one is the tech evolution. Do you remember that you used to have big system how to convert your bike into an e-bike? Now you have lightweight battery packs, of course, and small motors too, that allow you to have this kind of solution. And also, if you realize, you're carrying your energy with you. So you know that it's going to be a great solution for the future because we are going to carry our energy all the time in the future. So, well, this is the team. We are 2 of us in the C-levels. I'm more focused in the products, in the sales. Max is more focused on the operation and in the process. We're all focused on that. And 3 more partners and our early founders. 2 of them are focused on battery storage systems. Eduardo is building a gigafactory in Brazil right now. Michal and Adam are 2 from Poland, and they are working in energy. And Adam, it's on Next Bike. It's a bike sharing system, very great. Our next steps are to move forward, validate here the market. We are growing right now. And the deal that we are looking for, it's for the next 18 months. We are looking for 500K. We have some of that funds right now. And of course, that we're inviting you to join this, to be our partners, because we don't want to do this only for us. We want to do this for the next generations, of course. Thank you very much.
Brilliant. Next one's Zeemcoin. We'll give you a little while to get off. Very impressed that you could do it with one hand while you had the microphone in your hand. So, yeah, I'm sure it wasn't easy, but you did it well. Here you go.
Thank you. 2 weeks ago, I was traveling with my family, and I arrived to a place where they were very happy, but at 12 in the night, I arrived to an industrial area in the middle of nowhere. It was no bar, no toilet. It was nothing to do. It was not safe at all. So I was like, yeah, at least I have 3 iPads full of battery, you know? So, then we all know that the e-mobility is growing exponentially. So this is in New York City in 119. It was 2 combustion cars and the rest were horses. And just in 12, 13 years, it was 1 horse and all the rest were combustion cars. So the same is going to happen in the e-mobility nowadays. It's going to do a completely exponential growth. So Zeemcoin app is going to help on this. So Zeemcoin app is like a TripAdvisor where people can provide information about the charging points. So like safety, if there is toilets, supermarkets, grocery store, shopping centers, you know. So with all this big data, we are sharing this data with some players of the market to improve the customer experience. And with the blockchain, we are adding some transparency and gamifications because we pay our Zeemcoin cryptocurrency to the users that provide the data. Then zero emission coin is gonna, the aim is to become the standard for EV charging payment in Europe. So, well, I'm Borja Moreno, I'm CEO or co-founder of Zeemcoin. So I've been since 2010 in the e-mobility in Spain. Then I was in 2017 where I have my own startups. I have been involved in blockchain since 2017, and since 2017, I was a country manager for EVbox, the biggest manufacturer of EV charging stations in the world. And since 2022, I'm leading my own project, Zeemcoin. We have a great team already. It's 4 people working on the project. Then we see that community and collaboration is working for TripAdvisor, Waze, Windy app. Depends on what you want. You become a community member, or you can consult whatever you need to improve your user experience. No, that's what we're doing with Zeemcoin. We are improving the POI data, point of interest information in the charging points around Europe. So then we have a big community of social media. They are talking about us in different media. Here we see, so the user goes to the app, then they provide feedback. With this feedback, we give data to Jaguar Land Rover, for example. If it is a safe place, they will. If not, they will take it out of the navigator. Bosch, Iberdrola. So then the user gets rewards. These rewards, they can use it to pay for the energy, to buy products and services, to plant trees. And then they can do like farming and staking and in our decentralized app. To finish, I will let you know, like we don't have even a year. We already have the app in the market. We were awarded with EDAE, Move Singulares with 300K subsidy with non-refundable. We already have the app in the market and people is earning Zeemcoins providing data. Since 1 week ago, we have like 180 users already. Last week I was in Berlin. We were selected from kind of 1,000 companies and startups. So we were selected to go to Berlin and to participate in the last championship. And we were one of the 4 finalists with Hubjet, that is kind of the Google of e-mobility. So that was great. And now we are starting an equity round to grow next year, start hiring new talent, go Europe. But the technology is there, the team is there. Yeah, we are ready to start our scaling phase. So here you have my details. I'm Borja Moreno, and I will be happy to talk to you. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Borja. Now it's RightCharge.
Hello, everyone. My name is Charlie Cook. I am the founder of RightCharge. I'm going to go just with the one slide actually today. But if we do have a full deck, if you'd like to see the deck, my email is in tiny font down there. So if you want an electric car charge point, a solar panel system, battery storage system, or heat pump installed at home, you need to have the right advice, the right installer, and the right energy tariff. RightCharge is a platform that pulls all of that together, and we're on a mission to decarbonize homes around the world. But we're starting by being the masters of charge point installations, and we're doing a pretty good job. We're at about £250,000 run rate. We'll be at about £1 million run rate the first half of next year, and we could choose to be profitable in 3 to 4 months if we wanted to. So I'm just going to tell you a real story to illustrate the magnitude of the problem that we're solving with electric car charge point installations. A lady called Jo in the UK 3 months ago decided she wanted to get an electric car. She'd done her research and she realized that an electric car was going to be cheaper to run than a petrol car. So she went to her dealership, she decided on the vehicle, But she said, I'm going to get my home charging sorted first because I want to make sure it's okay. She asked the car dealership for a recommendation. They referred her to a charge point installation company, but weeks went by before she heard anything. The car dealership chased the partner. Finally, Joe got a call, but even then it was going to be 2 months before Joe could get a charge point installed. And at this point, Joe's excitement about going electric turned to frustration. She actually said, I'm going to try a different car dealership entirely. And Joe went to one of our partners. That partner referred Joe to RightCharge. Within 2 days, she had a quote. Within 2 weeks, she had an install. And she was very happy. And that's how I met Joe, because we've interviewed a bunch of our customers. We've actually surveyed over 1,000 electric car drivers. We found that 59% of them told us that the process of getting a charge point installed at home was overwhelming, which is an awful place for the market to be. And we cannot have this bad customer service holding up the electric vehicle revolution. So why is there such bad customer service in the market? Well, the answer is it's structural. The market is growing at an unbelievable rate, about 50% year on year. And national charge point installation companies just can't recruit and train electricians fast enough to keep up. Why are we different? RightCharge is a managed marketplace. We've aggregated the UK's top 100 installation companies, and we can scale infinitely faster than our competitors. But even more importantly, we've built the whole buying journey. From inquiry to quote, payment to installation, it all happens on the RightCharge platform, and that gives our platform the data it needs to know exactly how well each of our installers are performing at any given moment in time. If they start to perform slower, the next customer goes to an installer who's on the top of their game, and that's how we're installing at 1 to 2 weeks instead of the 1 to 3 months that's common with our competitors. We don't just do charge point installations though. We also help drivers compare energy tariffs and get them set up to charge on the road. So we've become the one-stop shop for electric car charging that all automotive retailers need. So I launched RightCharge in 2019. Prior to that, I was leading on all electric vehicle charging projects at Octopus Energy. And in 3 years, we've become the leading installation platform in the UK. We've built an exceptionally talented team. We've brought on partners like Lookers, the top 3 dealership group in the UK, Cinch, a leading used car buying platform, and more recently, CarWow, the leading new car buying platform in the UK, Germany, and Spain. We've raised 2 rounds totaling £800,000, and we've brought on an amazing panel of investors, including Link Venture Capital, a clean energy specialist, and a whole host of amazing angels in the automotive and energy space. The future of RightCharge is to go deeper into the home. We're going to take the IP we've built into the platform, the customer data we already have, and we're going to expand to the installation of solar panels, battery storage, and heat pumps. We're on a mission to decarbonize the homes globally, which will help us tackle 21% of global carbon emissions. Today, we're raising $2 million to expand the team and accelerate the rate of automotive partnerships. We have an opportunity to land grab automotive partnerships and control the tap as drivers buy electric cars. All we need is the capital to do it. Thank you.
Brilliantly done. You can tell he's English, right? So anyway, next one is Velka Emilio. Another one who likes walking all the way. Oh, he's running. Here we go. There you go.
Thank you. Good morning.
¿Qué pasa, madrileño? Que no sabemos nada de ti, que nos tienes abandonados. Que cada vez que digo de llamarte al final me pongo a hacer cosas y se me olvida, tío. Oye, ¿qué tal vas por la capital? Supongo que te estarás muriendo de asco sin playa. Y he dicho a mano de ir a verte, pero tío, es que no hay quien te siga el ritmo, cabrón, que no paras de un lado para otro. Bueno, llámame para contarme, ¿vale? Te quiero, anda. Besitos.
Ni madrileño ni andaluz, yo soy gallego. Pero bueno, Velka is a brand of full electric urban vehicles. With an intelligent system designed to improve the sustainability of the planet and mobility in our cities. Since the first step, we put our trust in our community. So thanks to them, we got the prize to be the best electric motorcycle brand in Europe. And we got more than 3 million euros in equity crowdfunding campaigns in less than 2 years. In less than 2 years, we developed more than 9 different electric urban products, including e-motorbikes, e-mopeds, and e-bikes. As well, all our Belkas are connected on the street through our connectivity and geolocalization system powered by CoMobi. But one of the most important things in life is don't forget where we come from. All the founder team is coming from Voi, one of Europe's leading micromobility startups in Europe. We decided to create a new product more suitable to our market, Spain, and like a visionary, we decided to create this dream, Belka, with the vision to create mobility, designed to improve the health in the cities. We have today 25 sales points around the most important cities in Spain and Portugal. We are one of the top mobility startups in Europe and the one with more followers in all the countries in Europe, more even than the big companies like New or Gogoro. And we have a team of 25 passionate people that are super nice in vehicle operations and market ops. The most important thing is that we already sold more than 1,000 vehicles in less than 2 years. More than 7 million people died last year about air pollution, 800,000 in Europe, 30,000 in Spain, 14 people per day in cities like Madrid. The climate summit, environmental policies, traffic registrations in urban areas make us aware of the need of a new way of transportation. This is how we can see that since 2016, electric motorcycles market grow more than 950% and already represent 8% in this market.
I have a wonderful electronic invention I want
Yeah,
you to see.
our electric motorcycles are inspired by classic designs. They include a removable battery for at-home charging, USB ports, security alarm, LED lighting, and more today than 150 kilometers of range. As well, we are super proud to comment some advantages: safe on fuel, safe time, removable battery, zero emissions, zero noises, and zero road taxis. The swappable battery, yeah. And we are super proud to collaborate with global partners like Samsung and Michelin that provide our special tires for our Belkas. As well, 2 years ago, we were the first vehicle company in Europe, not in the world, to accept and integrate cryptocurrency as a payment method. And we sold Belkas with Bitcoins before Tesla. And as well, we collaborate with brands like Burger King, Estrella Galicia, that we provide our special Belkas for them. As well, we launch subscription and renting model. Yeah, we are today the first Spanish moped company in terms of sales. And our most important thing is that we are customer first and the feedback of our customers. Just 3 small things. We are not stopping here. This year, we will launch our new production center in Spain. We want to continue presenting new products and upgrades. And we will launch new markets: France, Germany, and USA. Join Belka and welcome to the electric decade. Thank you.
Okay, the next one's linked car. Here we go.
Thank you.
Normally I don't need papers, but what's the button that I need to press here? The first one or this one? Yeah. No. Yes, that's one. Okay. Which one was it now? Oh, this one.
Those two, yeah.
Okay, then I need to go back. Oh, no, that's... Okay, almost good afternoon. I'm Mario. I'm founder and chief believer of Linkcar, and I'm coming from Belgium, the land of the chocolate and the beer. So this will be pretty heck of a pitch that I will do today. Now, this was a long time ago my idea of freedom. Having a car, middle of nowhere, window open, my elbow out. That was my idea when I was 20. But today it seems a little bit different. It's actually a computer on wheels, and there's a lot of data that is being gathered. But the problem is, and I know I'm a little bit exciting about GDPR, where is that data going to? I mean, what kind of data is captured, and where is it flowing to? So the thing is, the data is going to the manufacturer, but what is he doing with that data? What is the dealer doing with that data? What is the insurance company doing with that with the data? Is he selling it without me knowing it? I don't know. So I'm a little bit freaked out here. And I'm not the only one, because there was a study in 2018 that says 90% of all consumers believe vehicle owners should control who can see their vehicle's data. So I can do the request. Who thinks they own the vehicle data from here? I think no one. Isn't that a little bit insane? You bought a car, but actually you signed up for a data contract. As long as you drive a car, the car produces data, the data goes to the manufacturer, and they sell the data without you knowing it. That's the reality. So that's a little bit freaky, right? So basically, I compare it with a camera. I sell you hardware, a camera. The pictures come to me as long as you have the camera, and I can do whatever I want with the camera, and I don't even need to notify you about it. That's a little bit the reality, what is going on with cars. Now, what kind of data is being gathered? Last 100 places you stopped. Your pictures, your phone calls, what kind of radio you listen to, everything. It's stored on a server in Germany or the US or somewhere else. So we had something crazy in our mind, but actually it's not so crazy, because 90% of people think it's already there. Give the power of the data back to the consumer, also regarding vehicle data. That's basically what we want to do. We want to have one centralized app where you as a consumer are in charge, and you can decide who will get your data. It can be the dealer, it can be the insurance company, roadside assistance, you can choose whoever has access to your data, and now you can monetize the data because you are in control. Now, what is the reason that today is a good time to do this? Well, Europe is now ready for this big change, because they're forcing now the manufacturer to open up the data for the consumers. That's a big win for us. What's also going to happen is everyone is talking about Web3 technology, and Web3 technology means decentralization of data. Now, what it means for us is that we can store now data on a blockchain. And for the Belgian government, for instance, we are working now on a new project doing driver licenses. And you think driver licenses? What the heck would we do with driving licenses? Well, imagine we have here rental cars. Imagine that you're in a plane and you can digitally give away your driver license, digitally give away your driving behavior, for instance, and you can get a better rate for renting a car. That's all possible now digitally. Now, today we are focusing mainly on lease cars. Why do we focus on lease cars? Well, it seems that when you lease a car, afterwards the car comes back to the lease company and they need to sell the car again. Now, they think about dollars. If they know how the car has been driven, their resale value goes up by 12%. So for them, it's actually a no-brainer. Also, insurance and car dealers, they are also really interested in this because we combine all kinds of data of a vehicle. Now, you see, the drivers of the car, basically, they don't have access to their own data, and that's basically what we want to change. Now, our financial projections, we started in 2020. That was a good start for an automotive company when Corona just hit in March. But we managed. We get now for funding, I think, somewhere around 600,000 euros in total, and we're raising now for 800,000 to grow globally. We have a team of almost 10 people. And we're pretty proud of the fact that we won with our idea, which seems pretty simple, a lot of innovation awards. So last year we were mentioned one of the 3 best startups in Belgium. We were this year at the Nasdaq Tower with our logo, what we did, and we won some extra awards as well. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, Mario. Next one's Amperand. Here's Nico.
Hi, everyone. My name is Nico. I'm the CEO of Amperand. And as you've been hearing, the transition to electric mobility is inevitable. So that's the reason why for the past 4 years, we've been building the infrastructure that is needed in order to support this shift, particularly for light electric vehicles in shared mobility. And we have created the largest network of charging hubs and repair workshops across Europe. Over 3 million services provided and over 10 million euros worth of sales. So this is basically what we do. So we have a network of hubs in different cities across Europe that we use to support shared electric fleets of kick scooters, electric bikes, and electric motorbikes. We do everything in-house with our own electric vans, our own people, and we're building services on top of this. Big focus on sustainability, technology, obviously, and then scale and specialization. This is a snapshot of some of the cities where we currently have presence. We're currently focusing mostly in France, Italy, and Spain, and we have over 40 B2B clients. We're currently raising between 1 and 2 million in order to get to break even at the beginning of next year. We're already hitting 300K worth of sales on a monthly basis, and we are on track to get to 4 million worth of revenues this year. The team comes from mobility. I used to work at Ford for 4 years building the smart mobility department, and we also have some people coming from the logistics and also the micromobility work. We've been around for a while, so this is some of the initiatives that we've been going through. And if you have any questions, feel free to reach out. Thank you.
Very quick and to the point. Okay, next one's Lockit. Here we go.
Thank you. Okay, good morning. As we know, after the pandemic, mobility has changed. More and more people are changing cars and public transport with electric micro vehicles to move around the city. The constant increase in numbers of these vehicles, however, has not been supported by the infrastructure to manage them. So we notice that this order is causing problems to the movement of vehicles and people, especially those with disabilities. High logistics costs are killing sharing mobility company for the management of their fleets with vans, warehouses, and workforce. On the other hand, citizens are discouraged from the use of their own vehicles due to the lack of public charging points and safe parking spaces. So we present today Lockit, an innovative micromobility infrastructure, provide mobility, logistics, and connectivity services in a single place. Our infrastructure has two pillars. Lock-it wallbox, the smallest docking station ever created. In only 1 meter per 81 centimeters, the station integrates a park charge system for micro vehicles, a 43 inches smart screen for communication and advertising, a multi-sensor system for the collection of mobility, traffic, and environmental data, and a 5G connectivity for IoT data transmission. Depending on the project, lock-it wallbox can be delivered by with or without the 43-inch screen, can be hinged to a wall like a TV, or secured to the ground with a stainless steel support. Its technology keeps it always online and connected with the other station in the market. Second pillar is Lock It Up, our mobile application that allows the interaction between the user and the station. With Lock It Up, you can park or charge your scooter, you can follow the best route on the map, and have access to many mobility services. While it gives support to the user, Lock It Up also collects mobility and traffic data when in use. Thanks to the high adaptability, our station can be installed everywhere, in public spaces with the agreement of public administration, and on private spaces such as gyms, co-working, supermarket, university, etc. We install our infrastructure for free, then we monetize with the services that infrastructure can offer. Smart parking as a service, advertising as a service, and data analytics as a service. The smart mobility market is huge and is growing, driven by increase of fuel size, a more sustainable lifestyle consciousness, and this one. Differently from other products in the market, Lock-it Wallbox is not only a docking station. It's a docking station that becomes an advertising panel, that becomes a meteorology station, that becomes a 5G antenna. Big dimension. Okay, our needs. We are searching for financial partners to support us launching the product in 3 cities with 150 stations installed. And we also want to increase the number of our team. So far in 8 months, we built from scratch our infrastructure. We signed 5 LOI with different verticals. And in the first week of advertising, we received more than 120 B2B requests for our technology. I'm Gianmarco Padovano, founder and CEO of Lock-it, with my sister Alessia as a co-founder, and we have a mixed team of experience and innovation. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Our next one's up is Momovin.
I love motorbikes and I have always had one in my garage. But unfortunately, it was a problem. It spent more time in my garage than on the road. Buying a motorbike was the only way to enjoy a bike because the rental offers were very expensive and there were enough variety of models. But I'm not the only one with this problem. There are more than 4 million people with a medium and large displacement license, and there are more than 2 million motorbikes with a medium and large displacement motorbikes just in Spain that are parked more than 90% of the time. Javier, everyone, I'm David Bebel, and we have created the peer-to-peer motorbike rental platform to solve this problem. Thanks to Momovin, you can enjoy a bike without owning it. You can save money from the rental alternative that we have. And if you are an owner of a bike, you can earn money with your own bike. We offer 3 important things. We have a user-friendly platform where you can add in a bike or rent a bike. We offer safety. We have ID verifications, all risks insurance and contract. We offer trust. We have 4.8 score in Google reviews, and we have a reliable score system between owners and riders. Renting or adding a motorbike on Momoven is as simple as to do the same process in Airbnb. You can do both processes in less than 2 minutes. Our business models, we have an average ticket between 180 and 220 euros. Our take rate is between 40 and 50% commission. We have an own fleet of 25 motorbikes thanks to a partnership with Mundimoto and Mimoto Parking, who help us to rent the motorbikes in an autonomous way. And we have a subscription model service where you can rent a bike per month. Our main competitor here in Spain is called Moroshare, who offer the same business model than us, but we can say that we have 6 times more transactions and more motorbikes than them. And there are 2 more companies in the States that are offering the same business model than us, but they are just in the States. Our metrics till now, we have increased our sales in 300% from last year. We have last month, our GMV were 60,000 euros per month. We have completed more than 5 rental days, and we have more than 3,500 motorbikes in our platform. Related with marketing, for our cost of acquisition is around 30 euros, so it means that every euro that we invest in our main channel of marketing, we get 4 euros. Our forecast for next year are the following. We expect to sell in 2025 10 millions, and we can say for in the last quarter and in this quarter, we are positive EBITDA. Our following steps for next year, we want to open 2 stores in Barcelona and Madrid, and we want to open 3 temporary stores in Islas Baleares, Canarias, y Alicante. And also for 2024, we want to internationalize our model to Italy. To do this, we need 500,000 euros. We don't need this money to survive because we expect to be feasible in next months. We need that money to run, to become the leader platform related with medium and large displays and motorcycle rental in Europe, and we need to run. Who is making this possible is this dream team. Is comprised for 7 persons. All of us share the same passion for motorbikes, and we cover the different main areas of the project. Airbnb did it with accommodations, Drivey did it with cars, Click and Boat did it with boats, and Momoven is going to do it with motorcycles. Thank you very much.
Thank you. I do love seeing collaborations between the startups within the hub. You were talking about Mimoto. I saw EOS earlier with Flip to Go, Velka with Komobi. Anyway, next one. I've forgotten which company it is now. It's Wise Mobility. There you go.
Thank you. Hi everyone. I'm Tiago. I'm the founder of Wise Mobility. We are a Lisbon-based impact startup that develops urban mobility solutions combining technology with electric two-wheelers. We strive to make cities more aesthetic, more silent, and most of all, more decarbonized with our solutions. That also target organizations and their end users, and we are, in the scope of our impact mission, we're striving to fight poverty and social exclusion via sponsored shared mobility. We are a certified, so to speak, impact startup. We've been featured in last year's Collision and Web Summit as impact startup. We've just been awarded the recognition by the Portuguese state as a social impact and innovation project. We earned the first award in last year's Mobile Summit in Portugal. We are ready to submit a B Corp application, and we've been also shortlisted among Shell Social Impacts program this year in the last 30 startups. What are the main problems we're trying to solve with Wise Mobility? Poverty and social exclusion via shared mobility with sponsored agreements with corporates and municipalities. reducing CO2 from transportation, which causes directly more than 7 million deaths a year. And via technology, we want to contribute to overcoming the overwhelming ignorance about the Sustainable Development Goals. We want to gamify the SDGs and incentivize their adoption by transacting sustainability. Our business model is what we understand as mobility as a service. Via technology, we connect employees and end users of organizations with the electric two-wheelers. So far, we've had a few paid proofs of concept, shared mobility, corporate fleets, and advertising on vehicles. We've been selling that over the last 3 years since our inception. Micromobility, shared micromobility, our business model is a B2B2C. How we sell the advertising in order to get to operation break-even, and the ridership and in-app services towards the end client are what generates the profit on the operation. We're targeting second and third tier cities, not the ones that are overwhelmed with solutions of shared mobility. And we're also, we've had a traction of about 2 years with beta format operations in Lisbon and Porto. And in those operations, we've had more than 6,000 clients subscribe to our platform. A few distinctive features that we find: mobility to fight poverty and social exclusion. I think we're the first aiming at doing that. We're launching a loyalty program based on the sustainability footprint in order to incentivize its adoption and creating cross and upselling opportunities with a set of partners. And the combination of decarbonization, silence, and aesthetic. Corporate fleets, we're developing solutions, customized solutions, combining technology and vehicles for all sorts of organizations. We're making money by the rental of the vehicles and the provision of technology. By the way, our technology is developed by our friends from Fleet2Go, who have already made their presentation. And of course, the advertising on vehicles as well. We're targeting urban-based organizations, industrial hubs, university campuses, and municipal departments. And we're doing 2 pilots with some consultancy companies in Lisbon. Some of our main clients, Capgemini, Lime, EDP, and Galp, the main 2 electric companies in Portugal, CMS, Unilabs, and Bewater, a big corporate from China operating in Portugal. Core team, myself, Tiago, Lara, and Hugo, we all have complementary experiences from corporate management to marketing and operations management. A few features that we believe distinguish ourselves from what's there out there in the market. Our loyalty program that I've already mentioned, the social impact, we're very keen on combining social impact and environmental impact as well with highly scalable and highly profitable business model. We're aiming at mopeds first, although we're operating also bicycles and kick scooters. Mopeds are our first option in terms of micromobility. We're also giving a lot of importance to aesthetic and silence. Mobility is part of urban decoration, so it might as well be as good looking as it can be, and we're always curating our vehicles in that sense. We're always also striving to monetize our costs. We turn our headquarters into a co-working and art hub and also an incubator for impact startups, thereby generating not only revenue but also margin on what would otherwise be a cost, and creating a community of like-minded entrepreneurs and creators. And we're also, the operation we're doing with Lime, by the way, we're helping them decarbonize their operation in Lisbon by using our electric vans to do their part of their Lisbon operation. The addressable market is huge that we're looking at. In shared mobility along moped and bikes, it's worth more than 7.5 billion euros. In terms of rentals and B2B solutions, there's not really a direct comparison, but the market in Portugal alone is growing by 2 figures in terms of electrification, both in pure corporate solutions and especially, which is giving it an even higher boom, last mile deliveries with 2-wheelers. And yeah, the market is still small in Lisbon, but growing, and our objective is to raise funds to start preparing our go out of Lisbon and internationalizing. And we have some co-investment levers: EIT Urban Mobility, Social Innovation Fund, and CFID. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Now, penultimate one, Me Motor Parking.
Good morning. Welcome to Aire Mobility, parkings for the new sustainable mobility. This is Alex. I'm the CEO and co-founder. And today I would like to start talking about the team. The company was founded by the three partners, each with more than 20 years of experience. In this stage, after a great growth, we have covered all areas in the company with a CFO, CTO, a business B2B developer, a communication director and franchise director, and several advisors. So where do cities stand nowadays in terms of mobility? 850 city councils around Europe have established restricted zero emission zones in the city centers. All of them are investing in infrastructures to support the growth of the two wheels mobility. New habits rise in terms of mobility and citizen needs. Consequences, less cars, more public transport, and much more motorbikes, bicycles, and scooters. That sounds good, right? But this comes with more insecurity. So safe parkings and electrical charging are issues that had to be solved with specific services. The solution, so cities need air and they need air mobility. At this point, we offer or we propose a parking designed for a specific vehicle sustainable with two wheels. We offer easy and safe parking. We manage the space with our own artificial intelligent technology, and this technology allows to manage the space with autonomous and without any social cost. Our parkings are based in a multi-service concept. This allows have 4 different business models, all of them reporting a monthly recruiting revenues. The first one, B2B, companies within the sector that pay to us to use our parkings. B2B2C, public administration and large-scale companies that they invest in parking facilities. B2C, owners of motorbikes, bicycles, scooters. We have more than 1,500 users and they pay for per minute rate or large estate contracts. And then we have franchise, real estate owners that they invest in activity without any social cost to make their properties profitable. This kind of business model is very interesting because allows to have a scalability without any cash flow stress. The roadmap at the beginning, 2018, we start with the savings of the owners, of the founders, and basic technology. This parking, the first parking, didn't success. After the next year, we have close to investment rounds. We have opened 6 parkings in 4 different cities, Alicante, Barcelona, Madrid, and Sevilla. And in 2023, we want to consolidate our presence in Spain, and we are planning international expansion. We have grown the all aspects of our activity, and we propose a conservative growth, a special growth with the numbers, so we can have in 2023 a positive EBITDA. Well, our main asset is the technology that we have created with artificial intelligence. So this is making our company unique. We are very ambitious. We want to dominate the parking management in the city centers. And for that reasons, we need capital. And so we are looking for an investment round of 1.5 million with a valuation of 7 million post-money. Thank you.
Thank you very much. And last but certainly not least, Marco from Motoretto.
Okay, thank you, Tom. Let's try to keep the level of the presentation. Okay, I am Marco, the CEO and founder at Motoretto, and in Motoretto we are transforming the used car supply chain, offering a solution for dealers and vehicle distribution. Putting the market in context, 3 key points are changing the traditional process in the automotive industry. One is the used car is the most valuable player of the automotive retails. OEMs are canceling the contracts with dealers, and right now dealers are forced to migrate all their business online. With this situation, when we talk about the used car market, we are talking about a market where more than 30 million used cars are sold every year in Europe, generating more than 600 billion on sales, but where only 1% take place online. Given the current context, dealerships, above all, are asking for help because they have limited supply, manage highly fragmented misinformation. This misinformation affected the used vehicle trades, and they work an inefficient traditional sales process due to lack of digital knowledge. In Motoretto, we are solving this big pain for dealers in 2 ways. Firstly, providing stock, operating an exclusive e-commerce, supply for them stock, managing more than 45 European partnership, and operation and this e-commerce fully online and transactional. And secondly, providing all-in-one digital services that includes sales channel to get customer, digital test tool, for example, a virtual visit tool, online booking and payment solution, and C2B purchase tool. In addition, we have an upgrade of retail services in order to close sales to consumers, logistics, financing. And right now, we are working to create the most powerful business intelligence tool where dealers can monitoring more than 3 million of used cars in 9 countries in order to know what is the best price to buy and what is the best price to sell. Not only we are solving the big pains of dealers, we are adding value to the whole supply chain, generating real network effects for all automotive players. For suppliers, for fleet owners, we are getting better margins with a faster turnaround. For dealerships, we are improving the profitability of dealerships, and the consumer that use our platform to buy a used car right now are saving time and are saving money. Our business model, we are operating a hybrid business model, monetizing dealer in all cases. The first part of the business model is an e-commerce, a retail channel provider, where we have a third rate per each sales. On the other hand, we are operating a Motoretto SaaS, and the average payment per service is over 200 euros. In 2020, we launched Motoretto with the idea of transforming the used car industry. Last year, our idea was to scale the business. And this year, we are transforming the used car industry, scaling the business by building a capital-efficient company. Right now, we are growing 130% year over year. And not only this, right now, we come with more than 2,000 registered dealers in Europe, Spain, Italy, and France. This is possible thanks to our team, where we are combining a wealth of market knowledge with relevant startup background and mixing with our cap table, where we come with some of the most successful entrepreneurs in Europe. Right now, we are seeking 3 million euros to manage runway for next 22 months. And not only this, it's not this investment round allow us to be close of 90 million euros in revenue in 2024. And the idea is to be operative in 7 countries in the next 22 months. The industry will change more during the next years, more than in the last 100. And the 4 reasons, the why now and why Motoretto is first, the automotive market is suffering the perfect storm to be disruptive. 2, we have proved our go-to-market and the efficient scalability of Motoretto, more than 2,000 dealers from 3 countries, and growing more than 130% respective last years. The third is we are working in an attractive market for investing in M&A, like showing the last funding rounds, more than 1,000 million euros in the last 24 months, and the last company acquisitions. And for me, the most important, because in Motoretto, we are building the largest channel of used car distribution, supported by an online fulfillment solution for dealers and automotive traders. It's time for used car, and it's time for Motoretto. Thank you.
Wonderful. Thank you. Thank you very much. With that, we've finished. Now, just to remind you all, we've now got a quick break, and then we'll do the one-to-one sessions. Please, any startups that you want to have a one-to-one with, go to their desk, write down on the... Andrea has the sheets for you to sign on. To write down on. And then we'll have lunch, and then the investors will grab hold of you at the end of lunch to come back down here and just do our investor presentations. For those of you online, thank you very much. Next year, you have to be here in Malaga with us because it's a much richer experience. And with that, thank you everyone for the pictures. Congratulations to you all. And corta y punto.